Ada.
Nah,
udah.
live. Dan ini OTW nih lagi biru-biru. Belum muncul kali ya.
Udah.
Oh, udah muncul.
Already done everywhere.
And
Switch to English.
okay, wait. We're going to start at the Yep.
Yay, welcome, Britzoners. Hi, everyone.
Welcome, Britzoners.
Hi again.
Hello, welcome.
Hi again, Kak
Welcome back.
Jafrial. Hello again. Okay.
Oh, you're
Hello.
changing your name.
Hello, Sarah. Hello, Kak Narendro.
Good evening.
Yay, welcome. Welcome, guys. Okay, it's very nice to see you tonight. So we hope that we are in a good condition, right? Physically and mentally. And okay, hello, Firmansyah. Hello, Jafrial. Okay, so we would like to start our class today. Okay, first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Dewi, and I will MC this class tonight. So we have interesting topic tonight, right? And before that, I would like to I think we have some first timer today. Maybe Selfie. Hello, Selfie.
Hello, Kak Selfie.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Are you first timer, Kak Selfie?
No. Actually, this is the first Zoom meeting.
Oh, okay. Thanks for joining, Kak Selfie. Yay.
Yeah, you're
okay, guys. Yay. Okay, guys. I would like to share screen for the good announcement. Yay. Okay. Welcome, Britzoner. So for you who are the first timer in this class, welcome. And for you attending for the second or the 1,000th time in Britzone class, welcome back again. And we call all the members who joining this class, Britzoner class, Britzoner. So Britzone is an open and free platform. So we are in here is volunteering based. So all the committee and also the conductor is called volunteer. And we are really concerned about English education and Britzone.
I'm sorry, Dewi. Can you please unmute?
Sorry. Oh, so after all this time, I'm
Okay, what
unmute,
about,
right?
I want to say hi to some people before we start. What about Kak Agus Budi? Are you there, Kak Agus Budi? Hello, Kak Agus.
Hello, Kak Agus.
Hello, Kak Agus.
Hello. How are you, Kak Agus?
I'm good today.
Oh, it's nice to see you.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Is this your first time from here?
Yes, it is the first time.
Oh, welcome.
Welcome, Kak Agus. Okay, guys, I'm sorry, I'm muting. Okay. Oh, so welcome, Britzoners. Yeah, to the Wednesday class. So, Britzone is a free and open platform community. Yeah. We are in here as a committee and also conductor is a volunteering, and we also really concerned about English education. And in this Britzone, we have a value to not judge not judging every member. So we learn together here, and we hope we can grow together here to betterment English, right? Okay, and we have some online classes in Britzone. So the first is a Tuesday class, which held every 7 p.m. at Tuesday. It is Britzone Speaking Academy or BSA. So you can join the Tuesday class also. And we have Wednesday class. So you are now attending Wednesday class, guys. Welcome to Wednesday class. And we are starting this class every 7 p.m. So in here we focus about listening, reading, or writing, and also speaking in each different topic. Hope you enjoying our class, guys. And we have offline class too. It is weekend class. We call it Britzone Fun Day or BFD. We held it every Saturday at the morning, 11 p.m. But since the pandemic still increases, so we still hold in online. We hope you can enjoy also this class, guys. And we have some social media platform where we can find out the schedule and also the agenda of every class in Britzone via social media. So you can find our schedule class in via Instagram, Britzone ID, and also the Facebook. And also you can join our clubhouse in BS English community. And don't worry if you are missing our class, previous class, you still can rewatch the recording through our YouTube channel in Britzone English community. Okay, make sure that you are follow our platform. Yay! And because we are a volunteering based community, you can support us also with buying our merchandise. Yay! This is very elegant and functional merchandise. We have a t-shirt and also functional mask here. You can order it through our Instagram also, and also via chat in WhatsApp. Okay, guys. Hope you interesting to order it. And we really wanted to say thank you, big thanks to our supporter, Library of the Education and Culture Ministry, who are supporting the Britzone activity until now. And you guys also can visiting this library in South Jakarta in Sudirman because this is very cozy and they have a comprehensive collection of books also. I think you should go there someday. And also we also want to say thank you to Atmago application. Atmago is a social network application in Indonesia where you can sharing your surrounding problems, and also you can receiving the information about surrounding your neighborhood via this application. You can also download it through Google Play and also App Store. Thank you for our supporter. Yay! And make sure, guys, that you are joining this class until the end, because we have after class tradition, which is take a picture together. Yay! So we can see each other face, your beautiful and your handsome face. Yay! Okay. So yeah, before we are going to the main session, I would like to invite you to joining our warming up games. Yay. So for you who are ever joining Wednesday class before, you may familiar with this game. We call it Will You Rather game. Yeah. So I'm sorry.
This game. Everyone can
Yes.
join, including Katika.
Yes.
Yeah, let's rock this game.
Yeah, okay, guys. So the instructor will be I will show you the two option of chooses the option, and you can raise your hand to joining this game, and you should choose one answer and tell us what the reason behind your answer. Okay. Are you good? Are you guys still confusing about the instructor?
No,
Or
it's
we should?
clear.
Yeah.
We are ready.
Yay. So we will start it. Yay, the first question is, would you rather if you are landed in a nowhere, would you rather get stranded in Antarctica or in the desert, guys? Oh, I think it is, yeah. I see Firmansyah want to share his answer. Please, Firmansyah. Okay. Hello, Firmansyah. Can you please open your mic or open your cam so we can see you?
You're still muted, Firmansyah.
Yeah.
Oh, he said that he can unmute.
Oh. Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
sorry
Firman.
guys, my mistake. Okay. You can mute. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so Firmansyah can unmute
Can
right
you try
now.
again, Firmansyah?
Hello, Firmansyah. I think you already start to speak, and or maybe everyone, you can start to speak, guys.
Is everyone can speak right now?
Let's start to unmute your microphone.
Let's go, guys. Can I join though?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, sure, Dina. You can join.
I think I'd rather get stranded in the desert.
Okay,
'Cause
wow.
it's like even in this, mind you, I don't have AC in my house, and so the weather is really influence me in my daily life. And whenever, like these days, like we know that it's almost always rain, right? And yeah, whenever I take a shower, when it's raining, like when it's, let's say it's 28 degrees Celsius, and then I take a shower, after that shower, I would instantly get fever. So that's definitely a no for Antarctica, because even if it's only rain, like I can get fever out of it. So
Yeah. Thank you, Dina, for sharing your interesting answer. So you rather to land it on desert because you can survive there.
Yeah.
Okay, yay, thank you, Dina. So we move to the next question, right? Okay, be prepared, guys, and raise your hand. Yes, you can imagine. Use your imagination to answer this question. Okay, maybe everyone wanna raise your hand.
Anyone wants to answer?
Okay, anybody?
Someone is raising hands. Kak Dwi.
Yes, Kak Dwi. Okay, please, Kak Dwi. Kak Dwi still mute, I think. Okay. Is everybody can unmute?
Kak Dwi, can you please try to unmute?
I think the participants setting is not cannot unmute.
Okay, or maybe Katika. Katika, can you please to unmute? It cannot. Oh, seriously? Okay,
Yeah,
how
yeah,
about
yeah.
now? How about now? Let's
How
try
about now,
again,
Kak
guys.
Dwi?
Okay,
Alhamdulillah.
thank you. Okay then, okay.
Okay, Kak Dwi, please, Kak Dwi.
Is my voice clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, because it is raining very hard outside. Well, would you rather live in the middle ages or live in the future? Well, I think it's a hard question. Well, for me, because I was born in 80s, I think I want to live in the middle ages, yeah. because I don't think that I prepare myself for the future. Yeah. Even now, yeah, we don't. I don't even think before that we are going to have a meeting online, and then sometimes when I have to share or I have to teach online, and then I cannot see their face or my student face, then I feel like I'm talking to a wall. So I think I want to live in the Middle Ages where we can still we are still connecting to the nature. We can talk face to face with people, because as a human, as a social human, we cannot disconnect it with people. And then if we disconnect it with people, and then we will feel stressful. So I think I want to live in the Middle Ages, and for the future, I think it's really the technology will be higher and higher. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Kak Dwi, for your sharing, for your answer.
Welcome.
Yeah, because in the Middle Ages, maybe we not facing pandemics like in the future, right? And you are more comfortable to live with each other face to face, right? Yeah, thank you, Kak Dwi. Okay, so I think we will have the last question because the time is running so fast. Yeah, this is the last question of this game. Will you rather unable to forget or unable to remember? I think it's very dilemmatic, but yeah, you can answer it, guys. I beg in you. Maybe someone want to raise your hand.
Mariani.
Karyani. Okay, please,
Let me
Karyani.
answer this. Okay. If I have to choose, I probably choose to unable to forget, because life is so worth living, so I don't want to forget my my loved ones. Okay, I think that's all.
So sweet, Karyani. Okay, thank you for your answer. Yeah, because we have valuable things that should be remembered, right? Okay, thank you. Yeah, guys. I think we still have one question. Because the time is still enough for us. So yeah, this is the last, yeah. This one. Okay, please raise your hand if you interesting to answer it.
Pupu already raised her hand.
Oh, okay. Please, Pupu.
I thought I would answer the previous question, but you asked me this question. Okay. So I think I would rather find my soulmate.
Ooh.
because because soulmate worth more than lottery. So I choose to find my soulmate.
It's very interesting.
Thank you for the
for your answer. Yeah, because finding the loved one is cannot replace it with material things, right? Yeah, it's very nice. Okay, guys, thank you for joining this warming up game. Okay, so we will move to our main session, right? I think we have Katika here as our conductor tonight. Yeah, Katika?
Hi everyone.
Okay, hello Katika.
Hi Katika.
Hi Katika. Welcome back, Katika.
Welcome back.
Thank you. So good to be here again. Thank you so much.
Okay, Katika. Okay, Katika will explain and present about our topic today about how to stand out in an interview, job interview. So let me introduce Katika first. Katika is a professional talent acquisition right now in Xiaomi Indonesia, and she is very expert in require file. And Katika also hold the bachelor degree in psychology from Universitas Pajajaran, and also master degree from Maastricht University in Netherlands. So yeah, it's very awesome. Okay. Yeah, we got very credible expert in talent acquisition today. So yeah, you can have a lot of questions for Katika. So Katika, please, this is your session. Time and screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Dewi. Hi again, everyone. Even though this is my second chance, but I'm still quite nervous. So let me start with sharing my screen in advance. Okay, can you guys see my screen now?
Yes, Katika.
And my sound's all good?
Yes.
No technical issues?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, if you heard anything weird or maybe if I'm facing any technical issues, then feel free to give me a notification on the chat box. Let me open it, yeah. Hold on. Okay, so hello again, everyone. How are you today? So yeah, hopefully like all of you guys in a good conditions. As we know, like the COVID cases and everything still rising up. So I just hope that everyone like still stay at home, safe and sound, so we can still continue with all of our activities. So again, thank you so much, Britzone, for giving me this second opportunity to be the conductor. But yeah, this time I'm gonna be bringing a different topic, which is related maybe to my like profession, which is the talent acquisition. So today I'm gonna be sharing you a topic about how to stand out in a job interview. So maybe it's not gonna be like a new theory or new knowledge, but it's just hopefully I can give you guys like more insights. Maybe some of you still like in a job hunting journey, or maybe like need some insights how actually we have to be like on a job interview to be stand out. So hopefully these topics can cover about that too. Okay, let's start. Okay. Next, just another quick introduction about myself, because I think you already heard from the MC before, like about my quick background. So yeah, at the moment, I'm working at Xiaomi Indonesia as the talent acquisition, but I'm just moved here for 2 months. So if you see like the years, it's just starting this year. So new year, new office, it's for myself. But prior joining Xiaomi, I also serve as a talent acquisition in Happy Fresh. But before that, I also serve as a recruiter in Mondelez Indonesia. So if you can see, like the whole of my career was all filled with the job as a talent acquisition. So that's why I'm being here maybe. So yeah, talking about the education background, I a bachelor degree of psychology from Unpad, Bandung. But then I also continue my master degree in a work and organizational psychology from Maastricht University in the Netherlands. So other than this like 9 to 5 weekdays working kind of things, I also need another like maybe leisure time for sure, right? So other than this, I also enjoy traveling, and on the like free time, I also enjoy doing yoga, and I also do like some running as well. But if I have like another more time, I sometimes also enjoy baking. I didn't say that the result is good, but I'm just enjoy doing it. So just to fill up the leisure time. Okay, that's about myself. Now let's start to the menu. So maybe some of you already have your dinner, or maybe haven't studied any the appetizer yet, but this is the menu for today. So I'm gonna divide the topics into 3 different categories. So first of all, it's more into like sharing to you guys overall job hunting journey, because as we know that we are going to talk about interview, but before passing the interview stage, we have like some process to be done as well before that. So the second one, it's more into sharing to you about there's actually like some types of interview questions from the interviewer side. So maybe some of you might not aware about that because we're just answering the questions during the interview, but actually there's some type of that. So maybe if you aware the objective of the questions, it can lead us to answer it in the right way too. So that's the second topic. And then the third one, it's just a sharing about some do's and don'ts. So maybe we are all can prepare about that before having like the interview session with the company itself. So that's the three big menus for today. Let me start. Oh, sorry. Yes. Okay, but before I start, I also would like to know maybe like some of your background, maybe like what is your current status in terms of the job hunting journey, so I can get to know like the background better, so I can navigate for the whole presentation as well. So you can start with scanning the QR code in here, but you can also click on the link on the chat box if you want to click via the link. Okay, while waiting you guys answering the questions, I'm gonna share the answer too. Hold on. Okay. Okay, you guys start answering it, right? So keep going. We are about 37 something participants, so I'm still expecting more answer. Okay, but so far the winner of the answer is still, I've been working for the past years and thinking to move for another jobs. Okay, got it. So means that you obviously had some experience during interview, but still looking for a better one. But you have it already, so don't worry. Okay, I think the winner is going to be still on the third answer, which is already working in the past years, but still thinking to move as well. But I think the third and the fourth actually quite similar. So been struggling maybe like during the interview process. So, okay, thank you. Okay, I got a little bit like some of your background on this one. Okay, thank you so much. Let me get back to the main slide. Hold on. Okay, you guys now back to this main screen, right? Okay. Okay, so thank you for participating on that quick quiz. So as I mentioned, so the first topic would be like the overall job hunting journey. So actually, before we are entering the interview process, there's some another like quick process before that. So of course, before we apply for a job, we need to prepare our CV or our resume. So I'm not gonna tell the details about it. So it's gonna be like another 1 hour maybe. So, but you know that we have to prepare the CV or the profile or the resume before we apply to the job portals or to the like company that we want to apply. So that's the first step. And after that, once our CV is ready, then we submit our application to some job portals. So maybe in Indonesia, we have quite lots like very famous job portals, maybe like LinkedIn, JobStreet, JobsDB, Take in Asia, Glassdoor, Indeed, you name it. There's so many. So maybe if we are on the stage of like job hunting process, it's better for us to also like keep update in like maybe what kind of company that we want to apply and which job portals that present the best about that background of company.
You're still muted, Kak.
Yeah, but someone mute me, no? Now all good, right?
All good, Kak.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, so the second step is basically like submitting our job application through the job portals. And then once we submit it, and then the recruiters from the company seeing our profiles, and then they're screening our CVs, then if we match with their requirements, then we are going to be invited to the recruitment process. Why I name it recruitment process, not interview process? Because basically the assessment can be like at any forms. So interview is one of the methods, but other than that, sometimes company also have like technical tests or maybe like a psychological test or anything. So interview is one of them, which even though they have some other type of assessment, but interview is the must. So that's why we more into explaining about that on this session. So after the recruitment process, the assessment, the interview, and everything goes right, then we are going to be hired by the company. So this is like the steps, the quick steps on the job hunting journey, just to get to a better like overview about the overall process that we have. Okay, that's we covered the first topic already. And then we are going to enter the second one, the interview question types. So I'm just curious, like, do you basically know if there are actually like few type of interview questions before this session? Yeah, maybe did you aware before that you have know about this knowledge? You can share me on the chat box, I think. Okay, even though we are doing it online and maybe I might not be able to see all of your faces, but we can still interact in the chat box, or maybe if you can give me some reactions, then I can know what you guys are thinking about. Okay, I don't know, FGD. Okay. Okay, so maybe some of you might not know the typical question. Yeah, I know case study. Okay, I get the idea. Okay, that's answering the type of the questions. Okay, got it. Okay, thank you guys. So why I bring this topic basically, because I'm gonna skip this. Okay, because basically the theory, or maybe like the knowledge, we have some types of the way how we ask questions as the interviewer. But the most asked type of questions, it's going to be these two, the behavioral questions and situational questions. So what's it all about? So maybe you guys are wondering, but basically behavioral questions is a questions that we are going to ask a candidate about the past experience. We want the candidate to describe something that they have done before. So you did it, you have done it already. So when we ask this, you have to answer this type of questions with the real experience, not like some experimentation or anything, but it has to be based on the real events that you have experienced before. That's a behavioral questions. So the type of the question might be related to like, tell me about something in your past when you face blah, blah, blah. Or maybe the interviewer might ask, do you have any experience when you think you are in a difficult stages or something? So it has to be related with your past experience. That's a behavioral questions. On the other hand, the situational questions, it's a questions that the interviewer would like to ask a hypothetical question situation and would like to ask like how you would handle it. Let's say if you are facing with a situation, how you handle it, how would you handle it? So it's something that you never done before, but we want to know if you are facing on that one, how would you react? So that's why the type of the question is going to be like, what will you do if blah, blah, blah? Or let's say like, okay, the next question going to be if you are being a manager of a team and then you have an issue with one of the team member, how would you do? La, 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 la. So it's going to be like something that you have never experienced before. So that's situational questions. So yeah, that's the main differences. Yeah, so basically the behavioral questions, it's something that gonna be rely on the candidate's past experience, while situational question, it doesn't rely with the candidate past experience. And basically the objective of these two types of questions, it's different. The behavioral questions, from the interviewer side, they would like to see if you are facing on that type of conditions, then how did you react? So it's not something that you never, it's something that you did before, right? So we want just to see how did you react on the previous experience. So it's different when we actually would like to test you if you are facing in a new conditions. It's going to be a situational questions. So that's why when you think you are being asked with the behavioral questions, you need to think about the specific situations. You also need to think about the specific task, action, and the result. So by giving that details of example, the interviewer also get the sense, how did you actually react on that kind of situations, which gonna be really useful and valuable to give you the assessment. However, I know that sometimes maybe you can still like manipulate the story. That's not good. But the idea of that questions is we really want to know based on the past experience. That's the idea. While the situational questions, this is the opportunity and the chance for the candidates to show the capability that maybe you would do if you are facing it a certain situations. So on this part, you can be being creative, you can be like being out of the box, but still, if you are being asked with the new questions, you have to still answer it with something that makes sense, not really like hyperbole or like you want to show something awesome, really great, but it doesn't make sense. So the interviewer still can see like, oh, I don't think that this candidate gonna be do that if they're facing on this kind of situation. So even though it's a situational questions that you can like manipulate something, but still you have to remember to answer it with something that still makes sense to be done, let's say in the future, if you are really facing on that kind of situations. So the idea of sharing these two type of question, as I mentioned earlier, so if we aware what kind of type of question is that, so we know the objective on that, and we know what actually we have to share on the answer basically. So yeah, this is the second part, which is the type of questions, behavioral and situational. Okay, and now let's move on to some do and don'ts. So what should we do or don't do during a job interview? So let me start with the do's. So how we should like maybe show during the interview, or how should we react or something. So in general, yeah, I put it like in a summary based on maybe some of my experience when I'm being the interviewer, but also as an interviewee, because on this case, it's not just you that you are looking for a new job, but also for me. I'm still like, let's say maybe like if I'm looking for a new job, I'm still have to be aware of all of this as well. So first of all, during the interview, please tell something that are not written on your CV. Because if it's written, then the interviewer can just read from your CV without interviewing you. So you have to find something, the way like how to tell my story with the more interesting way, with the way you communicate, maybe with something that's not written in your CV to make it like more interesting. So if the interviewer asking you like, okay, just tell me about yourself, but then it sounds like you're reading your CV, then the time gonna be wasted. So it has to be something that not written in your CV. That's the first thing. And then the second one, it's more into like when we are presenting ourselves during the interview, it's still we have to be ourselves. Not being someone or faking something. No, it's a no. So maybe it might need like some practice, like to be able to comfortable in sharing yourself during the interview. But the more we understand about yourself, and I think it's going to be like a better way to be yourself as well during the interview. So just be yourself. If you don't have like the cheerful style or something, that it's fine, just do it on your way. Because the thing is, the interviewer needs to know about yourself, the technical skills and the personality as well, in order to be able to match with the job requirements. So that's the idea. So no need to fake anything. And then the third one, maybe if you are struggling with some interview, you already like know the pattern, what kind of questions that most asked by the interviewers. So we can prepare the like the common asked questions. So it's not that you have to written and memorize like all the way, but just remember the big points. And when that question is asked, you already like know, okay, I'm gonna answer with this type of way. I'm gonna answer with this point. So it doesn't take you much time to think about that. So yeah, prepare the common asked questions. That's the third one. Okay, that's the do's, and the don'ts is these are all. So the first one is actually related with the last do's on the previous slide. So don't prepare a script regardless the type of the questions. Even though maybe like you're not directly reading from your script, but we might know that's just it's gonna be like different when you are explaining about something and reading something. So don't prepare a script, but it's okay to having in your mind for the big points only. So that's the thing. And then the second one, don't be multitask during interview. So just be focused and do not combine with any other activities. So the second and the third one, I think it's because we are at the moment, I don't know in your case, but in my experience, like after the pandemic, all the interview process is basically online. So it's really easy for us to get being distracted, or it's easy for us to trying to do like two things at the same time, like doing an interview but still doing our own job. But it doesn't result a good thing in my opinion. So when you already have an appointment for an interview, then it's better to also block your calendar, then you don't need to do anything else than that interview. And then the third one, as I mentioned, because we are facing like the online interview, so it's better to also like remove all the technical possible issues. So if the interviewer asks you to use Zoom or Microsoft Teams meetings or Google Meets, then make sure that all the tools are ready. So whenever you have the sessions and it's all clear, because it's going to be like a little bit annoying if during the interview you are late for 5 to 10 minutes, it's just because the technical one, or suddenly your microphone doesn't working, and it might indicate a bad thing, although not all. So that's why it's still better to prepare like in advance. So make sure we don't have any difficulties, issues on this one. Okay, that's all for the topics that we are covered. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you have any questions, then I think we still have a discussion session about this after this session. So be back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Katika, for your sharing. Yeah, it's very insightful. Right? It's very insightful sharing. So we learn a lot about what do and do's during the interview and other things that are very important to interviewee, right? Okay, guys, so we will move to other session. So we can't wait to have a FGD session. I think after this, we will move you to a breakout room. So we have Fanny here as operator. Fanny, will you ready?
Okay, yeah. Okay, thank you, Dewi. So hello everyone, good evening. Okay, so hopefully the presentation from Katika will make you smoothly went through the interview, right, with the HR. Okay, so in this one, you will have the practice with your facial and be ready. It will start soon. Okay, so just click the name that appear. Okay, and we're going to see you again in the next 25 minutes.
Yes, 25
Bye, guys.
minutes.
Enjoy.
Enjoy, guys.
Enjoy practice.
Yes, enjoy practice with your facilitator.
You're
See
welcome.
you on the next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Katika, we're going to stay on the main room.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, and maybe we can practice.
Yeah.
And get directly observed by the real HR. It's been a long time for me not doing the interview. Okay, let's join, guys.
Wow.
Is it already appear?
Is it already appear, guys?
Oh,
Not yet.
Okay, wait a minute, Pooh. Okay.
Okay.
It's supposed to be, it's already created. Okay. Okay.
I also got the invitation. I'm not supposed to join, right?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
we
Katika
stay
supposed to
here,
in the
Katika.
main room.
Okay. Oh,
And I got the invitation to Putri's room.
Sorry, what?
I think he's lost. He's lost to the Putri's room. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. It's supposed to be you were in Kak Mus ya. Oh, move to Mus. Okay, this one Kak.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Bye Kak. Okay. Okay. So I think is it everyone is clear? No. Okay, so yeah, I think it's already set. But maybe Dika ya. Dika. Okay, some of participants doesn't move to the breakout rooms, but it's okay. So Dika, Kak Reni, and Rama and Kak Imran, are you there, guys?
Hello, Kak Imran, Kak Rama, and Kak Reni.
Yes. So if
Maybe
you were,
we can practice together here.
yeah, that's what I mean. So we practice together on the main room, yeah, about the question that Katika create. Okay, Dewi, can you please share the
screen?
question?
Okay.
Share the question, please.
But by the way, I remember from the last sessions that I had with Britzone, we have the Q&A from the YouTube. Do we also have it now, or there's no like Q&A on the YouTube streaming?
Yes, it's still the same, Kak. We still have the YouTube question, the
Ah,
live YouTube.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So maybe it's up to you, but if also would like to maybe like answering some of the Q&A from the YouTube, I think that's also possible.
Yeah, it's also possible. Okay, sure. Okay, is there any question maybe from the YouTube?
Yeah, I just check it and there is no question from the YouTube.
Okay.
So we could just discuss in this room, right?
Okay.
Maybe the question will be appear in the end of the session.
Hopefully. Hello,
Yes.
YouTubers.
Or maybe if any of you guys here have a questions, that's also fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay, Dika, or maybe Nur.
Hello, Nur.
Hello, Nur. I think Nur is the first timer, right? In the Britzone, correct? Nur.
Okay, maybe Kak Reni. Hello, Kak Reni.
Kak Reni, Kak Rama. Okay.
And Kak Imran.
Dika and also Imran. Okay, Dika, you can join us, Dika. If you are there, you can join us. Okay, so maybe let's start. Okay, have you?
Okay. This one.
Okay, it's already ready, yeah.
Yes.
When I created this, I actually also like confused.
I see. Is it, if I can ask a question, Katika, is it this one is your common question, right? You ask to all of the candidates?
So actually, some of the questions sometimes also related to the like maybe like to the company or to the job itself. But if we put it like on a general questions, it's gonna be like more challenging for us to enter if we don't have the context of the job posting and the company as well. So sometimes I ask like maybe what do you know about the company that you are applying for? So it's testing, do you basically have the knowledge about the company that you are interested or not? So that's the first one. Or the second thing, it's like why you think you are good to be accepted on this job. So we need to have like the context about the jobs too. So those type of questions I'm not putting in here because I'm afraid if the participants gonna be have difficulties to have the context about the job or maybe the company.
Okay. Okay, Kak. Okay, I'm sorry. I just answering the member question on the groups.
No
Okay.
worries.
Yeah. So Nur, the person in here, she has a trouble with the signal. So I suggest her to join us in the YouTube. Okay, but it's okay. I think yeah. So okay. So I listen. I got the point from Katika about this common question, yeah, that you create, or maybe you often ask to the candidate, yeah. So honestly, to be honest, it's been long time for me doesn't have the formal interview because I have stay in my school. I mean my school. I mean I didn't work at office, so I work at school. So yeah, it's long time for me not have this interview formal question. So yeah, Dewi, do we start now?
Yes, we can start right now. Since Noor cannot connect to the video, right? So maybe Rama.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
Rama,
Yeah.
are you listening?
Hello, Rama.
Maybe
Are you
that's
there? Are you there? Or maybe Fanny, you would like to answer the question,
You can
the
choose.
common question. Yeah, I'm not ready for this one.
Which one that you think is like the easiest? Maybe you can start with that.
Okay, so I honestly want to choose the most difficult.
Wow.
That's
So
good.
number 7, yeah. So number 7. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So Kak Nur is already here. Okay. Kak Nur, alhamdulillah ya. So let's join us. We are in the middle of the practice. So yeah. So I choose the question number 7. What is your next career plan on the next 5 and 10 years? So okay. It's to be honestly, it's a bit hard question for me, Katika. Because um I don't have any formal background in education, but I currently work at school, and my dream big is wants to be a school owner someday, inshallah. Yeah, if I had a chance. So that's why um I want to maybe looking for the scholarships. Yeah, maybe following your path. Yeah, so um that's one. So maybe if I had a question, so this is, I think I'm not answering the question number 7, but I create a new question. So what if I try to apply to the company, the education company? So if I got this question, how the best answer that I can give, Katika? Maybe do you have any suggestion?
Okay, so since not all of the audience is hearing this answer, so I think it's okay to answer it in here. So it's according to my experience and my personal opinion, yeah. So basically on this question number 7, even though the question is asking like the exact like 5 and 10 years, but the idea, it's actually not always have to be the details like, okay, on the 5 years I have to be like manager level, for example, or in the next 10 years I have to be a senior manager level, for example. It's fine if the candidate is asking in that way, but the idea basically to know better whether these candidates have something preference, or maybe like having the overall career plan or not. So I think the way you answer it, that's also fine, even though it's not an exact 5-10 years plan, but we get the idea. What's your interest? What are the things that you want to explore? And what are the points that you really want to do in the future? So that already covered the answer in my opinion. So it's a little bit tricky. Sometimes people only think about, oh my god, in 5 years and in 10 years, but it's not only about that, but we have to know your preference. We have to know your interests in general, basically.
Okay, but okay. Thank you, Katika. So, overall, by your opinion, it's already covered, yeah. Hopefully, my answers.
Correct.
Okay. Okay then. Okay. Thank you so much, Katika.
My
So the
pleasure,
objective
no
of the number 7 question is interviewer want to know more about our plan, like is we well prepared enough to our future like this, right, Kak?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, if you're applying for example, like an HR manager, for example, so you need to have like the passion for being like in an HR departments, or you need to have like the interest about that too. But if you're just following the flow and you don't have exactly like an interest in your mind, you just randomly apply. So we don't think it's a good asset for the company as well, right? So we don't want someone like that don't really have like vision or missions, or what kind of value that person handling on. So it's going to be related on that one too. So yeah, that's the basic idea, I think.
Wow, okay.
And also,
Understood.
Understood. And also, some of the company that I know, after the HR question, they will move to the user interview, right? So
Correct.
yeah, so maybe some of the students, I mean, some of the youth now who wants to apply to the company, I mean, they just graduated, the fresh graduate, wants to know what is the user interview, Katika.
Which part that you mean?
User interview. So maybe after the HR interview, before the candidate being the official of the company, so maybe it will have the user interview.
Yeah. So that's included on the hiring process that I mentioned earlier, I guess. So sometimes, yeah. So you're gonna meet like the hiring managers, right? The managers that wants to hire the person on that team. So that's called user interview. Sometimes they have maybe like 2 to 3 steps of user interview. It depends to the organization, how big it is, and maybe like how senior the positions is. So it depends on that. Yeah, but user interview is basically like the business interview, or we call it as that too.
Okay. Yeah. I'm also just curious, Katika, about when we are in the stage of user interview, and then the question of number 7 appear, and the interviewer was a manager, and then we say that in the next 5 years we would like to be a manager. So is it the manager will think that he okay he will have a enemy or something?
No, I mean, if on the next 5 years the applicant's gonna be have the manager, then the manager have to be on a senior manager on the next 5 years. So nothing's wrong.
Yeah, okay.
That's basically like showing your vision and mission as well, in my opinion.
Okay, that's very insightful. Yeah.
Do you have any question, Dewi?
Yes, thinking about that.
The group divided into how many questions? 2 questions. The breakout room.
Yeah. So yeah, we create 8 breakout room, and each of the facil will ask 2 questions.
Okay.
Question. Yeah. So maybe after this, if we have more time, they might be presented. I mean, they might be have the representation for all of them. But if not, maybe only some of them. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's look at the time.
Got it. Okay.
So
is it okay? Let's say if I jump to one and another breakout room, but
Sure,
I won't say anything. Just jump one to another. But I still can back to the main room, right?
Sure. Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay, if turns out I cannot go back to the main room, I'll send you a WhatsApp text, ya, Fanny.
Okay, yes, Katika. Okay, but I'm looking for your name in here.
Oh, but I only can join the group 5.
Group
You've
5.
been assigned to breakout room.
Oh yeah, group 5 is Pupu. Yes, you can go there, and if you want to move to other group, you can just text me.
Ah,
So I think it's only around 5 minutes, but it's like if you want to just quick visit.
Okay, let me try, ya.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, Katika.
Bye, Katika.
See you, Katika.
See you soon.
Okay, so we just 3 of us here.
Rama.
I'm curious, Rama, are you there? We hope you are still with us, right?
Yeah, we hope you can get something insightful from this topic. Okay, so Dewi, I honestly want to have a question, but okay, maybe we can try to ask it on the Q&A session. So, what do you think, Dewi? If I ask you, have you ever mentioned the salaries that you want in the interview job?
No, I never, but I state it on the letter, of what is this? We send it along with CV and letter of what is that?
Maybe offering letter ya, offering letter ya.
Not offering letter.
Not offering letter.
So when we are send the CV, we usually have the letter. What is that? Let me just googling it. The name of the letter.
I think offering letter. Offering letter is
Oh.
the letter that the HR gives to the future candidate, and they should fill all of their profile and also mention the salary that they want. I think as long as I remember, because I ever had that the offering letter from the company.
Offering letter is when you are past all of the recruitment process, right? And you are accepted on the company. Oh, application letter one. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay then.
Yeah, so I state my salary expectation on their application letter with the CV.
Yeah. It's part of the CV, yeah. It's inside the CV.
Okay, so we got a question on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
From where? From who?
For Ursula Husnul Rido. Okay, hello Ursula.
Ursula. I saw you join the group tonight. Supposed to be, but
Okay, Ursula.
Then, what is the question?
I would like to share screen, so because the question is long.
Okay. Now, Kak, I want to ask you, before you say that when they ask to tell something about ourselves, we shouldn't say something that is not in our CV. So, can you give me example? What are the things we can say or say other than the one in our CV? Okay, it's a good question, Ursula. Okay, but unfortunately, because I'm not the officially HR, so I cannot answer. But maybe from my perspective, the suggestion, it's supposed to be tell about yourself, like maybe your profile, your name, and the university that you graduated, if you are fresh graduate, and your strength and weakness usually, or maybe and after that maybe the reason why you apply to that company. It was my experience.
Okay, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting question, because I ever experienced before that when I got in a stage of user interview, the user who are interviewing me is not really like if I just saying what I already tell on my CV. So I should like telling myself instead of the one which I already tell in my CV, like that. Yeah, so we can elaborate more what we ever write in our CV when we are go interview. I think that's Ursula. We should
Hopefully it will
elaborate. Yeah.
elaborate the words based on our CV ya, Wi ya. So
Yes.
hopefully it will answer.
Elaborate it more. Yeah. We hope it will answer, Ursula. Okay. So it's already 25 minutes for everyone, or we just...
Yes, but in here, the time set, we still have around 3 minutes. Around 3 minutes. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully Ursula, it will be answered by Katika, but our answer hopefully will help you too. Okay, hopefully will help you too.
Yeah.
Is there any question again, Dewi? Another question from YouTube? Hello, YouTube viewer.
Yeah, nothing. Hello, YouTube viewers. I think Ursula can request replay your question in the Q&A session, right?
Or maybe you can ask other questions. So yeah. So if I could share my experience for the HR session, so yeah, it must be quite nervous. I don't know, but the last time I applied to the company, it was before pandemic. So I do the real interview with the question, and I got the 3 interviewer at that time. So it's quite nervous, but I try to relax. Maybe my short tips to relax is be confident. The first is be confident, and the second is you must be understand with what you write on your CV, right? We must be responsible with what we write on the CV. So don't ask someone to create your CV, your job CV, because you won't understand, right? Except you create it by yourself. And then be confident and then responsible with the words on your CV. And the last time is relax. I mean, try to have think uh if the company is part of our rezeki, so it will be us. It will be ours. But if not, so yeah, it might be not the best for us, right?
Yeah, that's a positive thinking is a must, right? Positive thinking, and we try to the maximum of ourselves to get that dream job. Yes, very good one. Yeah.
I think it will be close. All the participants will be back in the 15 minutes.
Okay, let's welcome them.
Yep. Okay, they will be back.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Welcome back. Welcome back.
We need more time, Kak.
Seriously?
We need more time.
Okay, but did you already answer the question, guys? Do you got a chance to answer the question?
Yeah, but
hello everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back, guys.
Okay, welcome back. Okay, so
welcome back, friends.
Welcome
back. So hopefully some at least one question already answered, yeah, with the file or
hopefully
already practiced. Okay, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're back to the main room. Okay, Katika.
Welcome back. Yeah,
and
Katika already.
I think Katika is ready to give the feedback. So now, hopefully you already practiced with the facile, at least answered one question.
We need more time.
More time? Okay.
Can we
Okay.
have extra time?
Ah. Okay. So, okay, but okay, maybe the question: have you guys answered at least one question or practice? Yeah,
Yes,
already. Okay, yeah. So yeah,
at least
unfortunately,
one question.
because we hope, I know you guys, all of you are enjoying our class tonight and enthusiastic, excited. Thank you. You do the HR, maybe HR question. So yeah, unfortunately, because I'm afraid that we're going to be finished at 9 p.m. So it's just the limit time, guys. But now, the Fasil will point one person to practice, and after this, we can know the answer from Katika, right? At least we can know the right answer in HR interview, right? Inshallah. Okay, move to Dewi.
Yes. Yes, thank you, Fan. As an operator, you did a great job. Okay, so we move to our next session. It is member representation. So because we have a very limited time, I try to make sure that you are the group will represent. But if we are not making it, or maybe it's just around 4 or 5 group who would like to represent, and Katika will give a feedback. Okay, so I will call the first Fasil, Kak Dega, please, Kak Dega.
Okay, thank you, Kadewi, for the opportunity. Actually, I'm so curious about my participants during the interviews because I have like a very smart participant, guys. There consists like Kak Arina, Kak Atika, Kak Bobby, and Kak Christian. Thank you so much for amazing interviews just now. We have actually percuted company, guys. So we have our own company that would present today is Kak Christian. Kak Christian, are you ready to present our amazing conversation just now? Kak Christian, are you there?
Sorry, Kak, I'm just had my call. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yes, please.
Okay. The question that I choose is number one. I think I love to tell about myself. So, everyone, again, my name is Christian Riputra Yunus, and currently I'm a student that is a student at Esonggul University, and I'm Tech Informatics Engineering as my major. And so, as informatics engineering student, my passion is on Android development, UI UX design, and also software testing. And so previously, I have some experience related to that passion. Let's say I had an experience to work as UI UX design intern at Skillful, and also I had an experience to work as QA automation intern at SmartFriend, and now I'm going to continue my internship journey at Dana Indonesia as software tester. And besides that passion on technological thing, I'm also a student that is so passionate on social activities. Therefore, since I was at senior high school, I think I already dive into some organization and also some activities. And yeah, I think that's all for me. From me.
Thank you, Kak Christian.
Thank you, my pleasure,
Thank you, Christian and Kak Dega. Yes, please, Katika, give feedback.
Okay, thanks, Christian, for sharing your answer. I think you've been practice a lot, don't you? No?
I think it's kind of a question, an answer that I often use when I got an internship. Well, I got an interview. I mean.
I see. Got it. Okay. So I think the form of Christian way to answering the questions, it's already aligned with the do's that I mentioned earlier, which is not reading the script, but you already know the big points. With I think you did it before, so you always know like the sequence. Okay, after I'm telling about my, for example, educational background, then I'm gonna tell the interviewer about maybe like my previous intern or job experience. And then besides that, of course, maybe you also would like to share more into like maybe your interest or your hobby. So we can also know like apart from that technical things, you also would like to share something else. So I think the sequence, it's quite good already. Because I think in terms of the length of the answer, it's still fine. And if you have more things, you can still share maybe like a few more things. So maybe if you want to add something else, maybe your achievement during your internship, or maybe like something else, the big project that you did during your university, I think this time it's still okay, because you still have the space, I guess. But overall, that's already like really good, only if you want to share it more. So yeah, I think that's all.
Thank you, Kak, for the feedback. May I ask you a question, Kak?
Sure.
Okay. You know, is it okay to like joking around while we get an interview? Because I think sometimes, based on my experience, we feel so comfort with our interviewer. So is it okay to joking around?
Okay, I see. The answer gonna be like depends, maybe like to the type of industry, I would say, or maybe like the type of, yeah, mostly it's about the industry, I guess. And maybe like after being asked with 1 or 2 questions, you can get the sense what kind of style that the interviewer is using. So if you are quite confident that, okay, I think, I mean, like the joke, it's not gonna be like joking that something make you like laugh or something, right? So it's just try to do something to make the session like more comfortable. That's fine, but don't do that like on the very first answer that you give to the interviewer, because you still need to observe what kind of style that they are using. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Kak.
My pleasure, don't worry.
Thank you, Katika and Christian. Okay, I think Narendra raised hand. Do you have any question, Narendra, or Katika?
Hi, Kak Faratika. I'm just asking one question about one of my experience with one of an interviewer. I think is it correct? Is it correct that the interviewer judge you during the interview? For example, when he asking me a questions and he didn't like the questions and he already giving me a negative feedback about me. And once he told me that I think you're not good enough for this company. Is that suitable for interviewer to say like that to interview to the candidate? Because after he's saying that to me, my confidence level dropped to the lowest level.
I see. Okay. Did the interviewer give you the feedback at the end of the interview session, or
during the interview session? He judged me negatively, and because I'm answering his question wrong. Maybe I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that
okay, I'm gonna answer it like from the interviewer point of view, yeah.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, and of course based on the experience as well, of course, as the one who asked the questions, it's not that proper to give the feedback like immediately after the first question. So let's say if I ask you with A questions and then you answer B, and then that's the wrong answer. But if after maybe like spend 20 to 30 minutes during the whole interview, and then as the interviewer that being asked a question maybe like for 100 candidates, we can get the sense whether this candidate is actually matched with the job or not. So sometimes it's also okay from the interviewer side to give the feedback at the end of the interview session. So instead of maybe like waiting for another 1 week for the candidates to have the feedback, it's also okay to like give the feedback immediately after maybe like 20 to 30 minutes of the interview sessions. For that way, I think that's fine. However, some interviewers also might have like some list of questions to be asked during the session, and it's a yes or no questions basically. Sometimes, not all. If it's like a yes or no questions, and the interviewer know that the candidate already answered like 4 out of 5 questions wrong, so they know this candidate actually not gonna be matched with the job requirements. But of course, it depends to the way to the interviewer saying about the feedback. It depends like how you say it like politely and properly, of course. So in terms of can or cannot do that, of course it can, but you know, we still have like the manner and the attitude to do the interview, right? So it depends to how they are saying. But if the question like whether we can or not, then it's actually can, but depends to the way. That's my take.
Okay.
Thank you, Kak Faratika.
Thank you, Katika.
Yes.
Hope it answer ya, Kak Narendro. Okay, so we move to the next fossil. The second fossil, we have Kak Ezra here. Hello, Kak Ezra. Okay, please introduce your team.
Okay, hello, Stika. So, in our group, there were Tika, Cynthia, Della, and Dicky, and we talk about the second and third question, yeah, where we should hire you, what is yourself, and what are your strengths and weakness. For the weakness, how do we overcome that? And for the representative or our group, we have Cynthia. Hello, Cynthia, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, please go to represent our group.
Okay, is it represent like the resume of what we were talking about, or maybe I should answer the questions from my point of view?
So yes, you have just to go answer the one of the question and from your point of view.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start with the question number 2. Why we should hire you? And what is so special about yourself? Let's say I'm applying a job for a worker in the research laboratory, and the answer I will give will be because I've already bachelor degree which match to the job I'm applying, and not only that, I also already gained some experiences in this field. I also have experience in internship in one of research center in here, and also for my bachelor thesis, I also work in the microbiology laboratory. So I've already known the equipments that we are using here and some methods that also we are using in microbiological laboratory. And not only that, I'm also really interested in doing this job because from my study, biology is like my biggest interest. So I'm gonna put like big effort to succeed in this job, like yeah, do my best. And for the question number 3, what are your strengths and weakness, and how I can overcome the weakness? Well, I'm going to start with the strengths. My strengths are I'm a quick learner. I don't give up so quick. I'm a fighter. And I also am open for learning new things. Yeah, so, and also I have creativity and wait a moment. I forgot what do I say. Yeah, creativity and easy to get along with the situation. And also have the ability to analyze problem, which it also brings a good thing to this job, because this job is not only doing the methods, but also we need to analyze what's not going on, as what's going not right in the lab, in the experiments. And for the weakness, it will come to a language and my physical condition, since I have so like scoliosis, but it's not like that bad, and it just hurts me so much if I have to stand for hours and not be able to sit down. And how I can overcome with that, since the job that I'm going to apply is not with the English spoken language, but in German. So how I can overcome with that? There is also the ability to speak English if there's like communicate problem. So I'm gonna try to explain it in English if it doesn't make sense what I was just saying in German. And with the physical condition, due to my experience in the laboratory, there's also chairs. It's not many, but there are not many chairs, but I can still like take one which is not which is still free. That's all. Well, that's
Okay, thank you,
Okay.
Cynthia.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, please, Kartika.
Okay. Well, it's already like a very detailed answer as well. So good job. And so there's two questions that you have answered. Yeah. So let me start with the first one. So with the question like why we should hire you. So giving that details, it's already very good. So you know exactly like the reasons that you can connect with your previous experience and with your previous qualification to the job requirements. So what kind of education background that you have, which is matched maybe like with the job requirements. That's very good how you connect with that. However, if you want to add like more connection within that, so to add off the context, if we are on a maybe like interview process or candidate interviewing, so the company most of the times wants someone that can be like, how to say, plug and play. So if you know what I mean. So let's say if we hire someone, on that day, that candidate supposed to able to do like all the things that we expect. That's like the highest expectation. I know it's not always like that possible. Sometimes you still need to have some training or maybe like some adjustment or else. But in general, if it's a pro hire or if it's like an experienced hire, that we expect like quite high. So if we can tell the interviewer about what exactly activities that we did before, which match with the activities on the future jobs, then it can connect better. So instead of maybe like just saying that, yeah, I've been working on an internship on project A, B, C, but if you can elaborate more into like, okay, this is exactly the activities that I did before. And I think because of that knowledge, I can help with one of your job requirements, which is ABC. So you try to connect with more and more details about that. That's if you want to connect like with the previous experience. But if maybe we are a fresh graduate and we want to apply for a job, then we can also try to connect maybe with what kind of project that we did before, maybe in a task or maybe like in the project groups, and we know that it might help us maybe to analyze something in the jobs, then we can also try to connect that. So that's already like the basic way how to answer it, like, but if we can connect it more, then it's going to be like much helpful. So yeah, that's on the second questions. And then the third one, I don't know what to add more because I think you covered everything, because especially like on the weakness, you already like got the trick. So after explaining about our weakness, but we also like sharing like how to overcome it, which you already explained it in a very good way. Maybe like in a addition of that, when we sometimes sharing our strength, sometimes the interviewer also asking you, okay, if you have that strength, can you show me in a specific situation that you can use that strength, which really help you in doing a task, for example. So let's say if, yeah, I'm very friendly, I'm good in a social interaction and everything. Okay, sometimes the interviewer asking you, okay, give me the example of activities, then maybe you can answer with like, yeah, back then when I was invited, maybe like on a, like maybe pitching dinner or gala dinner, something to pitch with the investor, for example, because I have that skill, so I can get the investors because I can use my social abilities to be able to share with others, so it can add more value. And again, you can connect with the abilities that you want with the job requirements. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Katika, for your feedback. So we move to the next question. I think the number 4 question is would like to be presented from Dina's group.
Thank
Okay,
you for
please.
the opportunity, Academy. And yeah, we got a few Britzoners, which are Denny, Ka Alice, Ka Dwi, and also Ka Ani. And yeah, our representative is Ka Dwi. So Ka Dwi, you may
I
answer
am the
our first
representative for now.
question. Okay. Ka Dwi, you may unmute yourself.
Ka Dwi.
I am the representative.
What is hello?
Hello, Ka Dwi. Okay.
Okay, well, for number 4, yeah, what is my most proud achievement? Actually, this is not only about a career for me, but it's what I like to do. Yeah, it's related to my profession right now. That I am a storyteller, but before that, I watched a storyteller who told the story on the stage, and he was really good. And then since that, wow, it will be happy, or it will be proud of me if I can do like that. So since that, I tried to join a storytelling community, and also I study more about the storytelling, and then I also deliver my storytelling in at school, and also in outside the school. And then after that, I had an opportunity to be the storyteller in the international Indonesian storytelling festival in 2019. And then that was my most proud achievement, yeah, for me. And then I have told you that I work for hard for that. I joined in some, yeah, and I also joined some workshop for storytelling. Sorry, yeah. I think that's all. Number 4, right?
Yes, sure. Ka Dwi, thank you for your sharing. Okay, please, Katika.
Okay, thanks, Kadwi, for sharing your answer. In general, it's, you got it covered. I mean, you tell like the big story about your achievement. So it's not just a one sentence answer. So you already gave like the details already. Only like in addition on that question, sometimes it's just the main questions, but sometimes this question leads to some other like additional questions. So you might need to be prepared if the interviewer asking you like the details about that. So for example, if you are sharing about that experience, then the interviewer might ask, what did you actually do until you get that achievement? So sometimes they want to see like your struggle, your determination, or how big that we dreams about that too. So in general, it's just the beginning of the questions, but sometimes this question leads us to really showing like the kind of type, maybe like the determination and maybe like the kind of struggle that you have faced before, but you covered already. Thank you.
Thank you, Kak Faratika.
Okay, thank you. So we move to the next question, right? The number 5. We have Kak Raki here. Hello, Kak Raki.
Hello, Kak Dewi.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
we are from PT Maju Mundur, and I will represent Kak Grace as our representative.
Okay, so thank you for the chance. The question number 5 is, tell me about a mistake you've made back then and what you learned from that. So back in junior high school, I was selected for joining several competition called the National Science Olympiad, which the selection is from like starting from the city, like I'm in North Jakarta, so I'm aiming for the North Jakarta selection. And my social science teacher said like, you should join this, but at that time I don't have any confidence, and I don't have any confidence in my abilities. So I think I don't want to do it because I'm too afraid to fail. So I just said to my teacher that I will think of it. And also after a few hours, my teacher that told me the competition just telling me that you don't need to join the competition because your seats are already replaced with someone else. So yeah, it's quite a like the chance are slipping away. And in a few days after that, I very regretted actually, because I know I could just try it, and whatever, regardless for the result, if I fail or if I win or if I pass the selection test. But it has bring me so many lessons, because in the next in the next chance that I have in life, I try to do it first, try to make something first, make the first move before I determine will I fail or not, because regardless of the result, I already try my best. So I guess yeah, it's my mistake, but I still try to evaluate and also become a better person that I am today. Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you, Grace. Okay, please, Katika.
Okay, thank you, Grace. That's really complete answer, I would say, because sometimes the interviewer need to give you like a probing questions like, okay, what did you learn from that mistake, right? But then you already like tell the details and how did it change for you to be someone that you can be right now. So I think it's already like answered the main question about it. So all good for now. Thank you, Grace.
Okay,
thank you.
Thank you, Grace. So I think we will move to the last question, the 6th, because we're running out of time. Maybe Kak Nada. Yeah, hello,
Yes,
Kak
Kak
Nada.
Dewi. Hi.
Okay.
So for the representative, I will call Kareski. Hi, Kareski, are you here?
Hello, Kareski.
Yes, he should be here. Hi,
Okay.
Kareski. If he can't, then
If
Kak
he,
Yasrin. Would you mind to represent the group? Yes, you, Kak Yasrin.
Me,
Yes.
Kareski.
okay, please, Kak Yasrin.
Okay. Wow. So question number 6.
Yeah.
Most unforgettable challenge during my work is, so I work as a teacher before, and I face children 3 until 6 years old. So my unforgettable challenge is how to be cheerful and smile and happy in front of camera, in front of children, and deliver the task, the message, because doing conversation with children is sometimes it's really hard, even how to smile, because children is very sensitive. So I am trying to not make fake smile, because when I was sad and I'm trying to smile like fake smile, they always realize it. So my unforgettable challenge is how I'm trying so hard to be a happy person in front of my student, and how I overcome my problem is I need my time, to stay away from people like one day, to take back my energy, to take back my focus, because uh, however I'm trying so hard to face them, they always realize that I'm not okay. Like, what's wrong with you, Miss? What's wrong with you, Kak? They always say like that, because children are really, really sensitive. So I think that's all, Kak.
Okay, thank you, Kak Yasrin, for your sharing. Maybe Kak Tika have a feedback.
Okay. Okay, that's the story is quite sensitive, but yeah, you already like try to tell like the real events and with all the details about that. I think it's quite similar with the fifth question. So you're telling the story first, then also like telling like the learning about it and the way how you overcome. So in general, it's got it covered already. Only if you have like more details about how did you overcome that, or maybe like if you're trying several ways, or maybe you've tried several methods, then you can also share it on that answer too. So maybe you have tried like 100 times, but you don't have time to tell like those 100 stories. But maybe if you can share like one or two methods that you have shared to overcome the challenge, I think it might help. So the interviewer can have like the sense, oh, to overcome that, this candidate already tried like so many things. So let's say if in the future he or she is facing another challenges, then we can just leave it to her, because we know she is resourceful, she know how to do it, and she know how to overcome it as well. So yeah, that's all.
Okay, that's very insightful. Thank you, Katika and Kak Yasrin. So guys, we move to the Q&A session. Maybe you already raising your hand before. I see Kak Bobby raising hands before. Is Kak Bobby have any question for
Yeah,
Katika?
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question. Maybe in this some interview, the interviewer ask about dilemma question like what is your weakness, and then also sometimes we tell about the weakness and then make me is not appropriate with the requirement maybe you have some suggestion for this occasion. Thank you.
Okay, so means that to answer that weakness type of questions, or
Yeah.
what kind of dilemma? Okay. Okay, I think it's also like the same question with the third one, answering the weakness. So whatever weakness that we have, just answer it with the most honest answers, right? But it's not stop there. So the interviewer also would like to know, if that's your weakness, then did you do something to overcome that, or you just accept that? Especially if that weakness is related with the job requirements too. So we need to know, like, even though there's the weakness, but then what next gitu, what did you do, because you know and you are aware that you are having that weakness, but then what? So if you can tell the follow-up actions, then it's covered everything. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Kak Bobby. Hope it answer right. So, did we have Kak Ursula here? Because Kak Ursula already sent the question through YouTube. Kak Ursula, hello. Please, you can retell your question here to Katika. If Kak Ursula is not here, so I will choose Dina, please.
Thank you, Kak Dewi. So my question is, so there must be a lot of people that you've already interviewed, right? Is there, you know, some type of signs to turn this candidate off because this person does this? Is there any those kind of things in interviewing in HR?
So you mean like I already guessing this type of candidate leads to this answer, you mean like that?
No, in the interview process, if one candidate do something and then that's something really turned you off, is there any those kind of thing that really turned you off as an interviewer?
What do you mean by like doing something? Is it the answer, or more into like the body language or something else?
Yeah, any type of things that you see on the candidate in the interview.
Okay, got it. I would say if I see something weird, or because mostly we do like online interview, but both online or offline, if I see like something, why did the candidate like doing this? So at the time, I'm not putting any judgment, but I'll take notes of that. If it's really like distracting my interview, so it's okay for the interviewer to ask, but I never, like, from the interviewer side, it's never supposed to be like already like make a judgment from that. It can be an indication, but we have to dig more like information, so it's not like directly resulting a judgment for sure. But if it's really distracting or disturbing, then the interviewer might take notes and find the answer later. And if you think from the interviewer side we need to clarify or maybe like confirming something, then it's okay to do the follow-up question after the interview session, but not directly on that interviewer session, in my opinion.
Okay, so it's mostly rely on the answer itself, the content,
correct,
rather than anything that's shallow.
Yeah, I mean, if we see something, then directly make a judgment. It's based on what? So that's why we have to take notes and observe everything during the interview, but not make like a direct judgment about that, in my opinion.
Thank you, Faratika, for the answer.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, hope it answered, Dina. So we move to Grace. Okay, Grace, please, you can tell your question.
Okay, thank you for the chance again. So I just asking. I want to ask about the tips. If you have a tips for
study case interview or focus group discussion, because sometimes I think the study case it's in several so in my case is organizational, because I'm still a college student. Like there is a study case that is need a particular reasoning and also particular solution to solve it. But sometimes I still like trembling or like nervous to answer this, because it's like suddenly, and sometimes the study case is very internal problems that need to be solved. Do you have a tips on how to answer that? Thank you, Kak.
Okay, maybe I need to confirm it first. So the case study that you mean, like during the interview, the interviewer might ask you some like hypothetical questions. So if you're facing with this, what did you do? What will you do? Kind of that, or more into like they give you a case in a paper or maybe like in a script, then you have to read it and then you have to solve that problem.
So the case study that I refer to is like a data case. So they maybe in the Zoom they share screen about the data, or like there's this in the company there is this problem. How do you solve it? And you state it after you see the data and something.
Okay, I see. So yeah, I get that some of kind of that example too. So basically, if it's like an Excel case study or like a number that you have to analyze or something, most of them are purely to test the technical abilities from our side. So that's purely technical, and of course it's going to be like in a very limited time. Sometimes like the questions have a very large number of the data, and you only have like maybe 5 minutes to solve. So besides testing the technical, but sometimes they also want to see like if you are given this kind of case with this pressure, can you handle that? So it's sometimes already related with the real working conditions. So of course it's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult, and you'll think like, oh, I cannot do that. But that type of way, if the assessment way to see like to what extent that you can push yourself basically. So of course it has to be difficult and it has to be hard. If it's easy, then it's not gonna testing your pressure basically.
Easy answer, Grace?
Okay, it's very answered. Yeah. Thank you, Katika.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, we move to Lisra. Hello, Lisra.
Hello,
Could you
Kak.
please? Yeah.
Thank you, Kak Dewi. Hello, Kak Faratika. My question is it right if all the answers should connect with the job position or requirements we apply for, such as question about next career plan to the next 5 years? Also, is it possible to give an explanation that in the next 5 years we have a plan, let's say, to move into different position, but in the same company? Thank you, Kak.
Okay. Okay. So like an interview process, it's like the way of an assessment, like we call it like tools to see whether it's right for the jobs or not. Of course, like maybe like some big companies or maybe a big organization, they want to hire a candidates that can stay on that company that long. So because it's gonna be like a waste of time if we hire someone that the person like move only like for 1 year, 2 years, but maybe on this era, on these trends, sometimes if you stay in the company like for 2 to 3 years, it's already like felt long. So we have to see like the balance of everything. So it's not that too much if you're saying you're loyal, that you want to stay on that company, so you are giving the answer like too much, yeah, I want to, on the next 5 years I want to stay on that company, on that part of the department and everything. No. So I would say it's still back to your very honest preference on the next maybe like 5 to 10 years, if that's the question. But if you are indicating something that you are going to move on the next year, I don't think that's a good sign for the interviewer, because it's going to be waste of time to hire you only for 1 year, for example. But if you are showing your interest, which possibly that you can still stay there, which relate to the job, I think that's obviously fine. So still needs to find the balance that, yeah, if you hire me, your company still get the advantage, that's fine. But if your answer showing that it's gonna be a waste of time if we hire you because you have something else in your mind, then we're not gonna hire you because it's gonna be like waste of the process. That's in my opinion.
Okay, hope it answered, Lisra. Yeah, okay. We move to the next question, maybe from Sarah. Could you please?
Okay,
Hello, Sarah.
so hello. I have two questions. The first one is, there's one question that usually an interviewer would ask, what's your plan for the next 5 to 10 years? Right. Now, the question is, while I, for myself, I know what I want to pursue, but what if that person is clueless or still has no bigger picture of what they want to have in the next 5 to 10 years? Like, what should they say? I mean, you said that we cannot fake ourselves, but in that case, what should we do? And that's the first one. And the second one, hang on. The second one, I actually I have joined a couple of job webinars, and one of the talent acquisition said that we need to do a company research, or like a research about the company that we're applying for, and also take a few keywords from their websites or anything that they have, and apply it to our answers. Is that true? I mean, will that make it any better for us? Will that actually add to the chance of us getting hired, or how is it? How does it work?
Sorry, I didn't get the second questions.
Okay, so basically, we need to do the research on the company that we're applying for. For example, we need to look at their websites, maybe check out their about us details, and maybe take out a word or two, and then just apply in an answer. Like, for example, I don't know, but yeah, we need to take a word or two and then just apply in an answer. Say in an answer, and then maybe they realize that, oh, they've actually checked us out, checked our website, and do some research. Will that make us, will our chances of getting hired be higher?
Okay,
That's it.
I got it. Okay, thanks, Sarah, for the questions. That's make me think. So basically, I'm gonna answer with the second questions first. So yeah, I heard that a lot too, that it's better for us to do like some research, or maybe like already have the knowledge before we do the interview. So basically, if we are taking the point of view from the organization, or maybe from the company, we want someone that already have interest with us. We want someone that passionate about our industry, have a like prior knowledge about it. Because the more we understand about the business, the more we understand about the industry, it might be useful for the company business as well. That's the very basic like connection between all of them. So let's say if we are let's say like smartphone industry, but then when we are asking that candidate, do you know something about our industry, and the answer is nothing, then how will you connect with the business? Because even it's like on the support departments, it's still good to have like that sense of business things. So knowing about anything about the company, about the industry, might help us to understand the whole situations and can help us to connect the dots with everything. So maybe the question, it's not going to be like a direct, like, what do you know about the year of the establishment of this company or something else, but it's going to be related with other questions. So it's not always be directed. Yeah, that's the second questions, I guess. And then the first one, actually the first question I already give the hint on the main room, but of course not all of you guys on that on that main room. So even though the questions is asking about the 5 years or 10 years plan, but the answer is actually doesn't have to be on that exact years. So the idea of that question, it's basically for us to know the candidate preference, the candidate interest, or the candidate like overall just planning, whether you have how would you set up yourself basically. So if we understand that not all people already have like maybe the exact 1 to 3 years and so forth plan, which obviously fine. It's not that we should have that exact one, but we just would like to know the overall idea, because sometimes it also help the interviewer to see again the match between your preference, your interest with the company development, for example. So if, for example, you are working maybe like in a software engineer role, but then you are telling the interviewer that you have interest in AI, for example, or maybe like in a data scientist, which it's aligned with the company direction. So it's a good thing. So it's not a yes or no question. It's not right or wrong answer as well. But the idea is to get to know the candidate better as well. I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. And what about the 5 to 10 years question?
Yeah, I think it doesn't have to be like the exact 5 to 10 years. It's only to get to know like your overall interest plan. So what you plan to dig your interest in general. So if you don't have it, then you can say it like, well, I'm not planning myself like on the 5 to 10 years because I want to explore A, B, C, D, E, and it can be changed at any time. So that's also an answer, and that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I know how to actually answer, but I was just asking just so the others. I mean, it could help the others as well. So yeah, thanks.
Okay, my pleasure.
Thank you, Sarah. You can rewatch the YouTube because it's already on YouTube of the 5th or 6th question about or 7th question. Okay, guys. I'm sorry because we are very running out of time, so we cannot accommodate the rest of the question. But don't worry, you can still send the question through our group in WhatsApp. So we make sure that Katika will like to answer it via writing. Okay, guys. So I think it's already almost past the 9 p.m. So we should like to close this class. And before that, we will to take picture together. So make sure that you are open your camera. Okay, please open your camera and show your beauty and your handsome face. Yeah, we have Kak Ezra or Kak Dega to take a picture together. Yes, please, Kak Ezra, maybe.
Kak Ezra.
Okay, on my mark.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so on my mark, it's 1, 2, 3 for the first slide. Okay, now I'll go to the second slide. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's all. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for Katika for sharing a lot of knowledge about recruitment things. We hope we can see you again, Katika, in the next episode, next class. Okay. Thank you,
so much,
guys.
guys. Have a good rest. Stay
Thank
safe.
you.
Thank
Bye
you,
bye.
Thank you,
guys.
Thank you,
everyone.
Thank you,
everybody.
Thank
everyone,
you,
for
everyone.
coming.
Thank you,
Good
Katika.
night.
Thank
Have a
you.
good
Thank you, Mistika.
rest.
A good rest, everyone.
Have a good rest.
Yes.
Thank you, Kak Reni. Okay.
Don't forget to end up the YouTube live